Hello! I just watched 1977's Japanese horror film, House, which, I think the Wachowskis might have watched this one or two times before they they made Speed Racer, because it has the same kind of, well, actually, way more intense, kind of hallucinogenic, spatially just bizarre, tonally, expressively batshit crazy horror movie where a young girl, gorgeous, uh, upset by her father bringing home a new mother, refuses to go off with him and instead gets her aunt that she hasn't seen for years and years since her grandmother's funeral to let her and her 6 friends come up to the house, where the house proceeds to eat them all. um, it and even before they get to that, like right from the get-go, it is filmed in this weird kind of disjointed, extremely kind of like expressionistic kind of thing where you get, it's like all the heightened emotions of these kind of adolescent girls is just kind of just ramped up to thing. There's weird jump cuts, there's weird lighting, people's faces get transposed. Seems to be very kind of early kind of thing of green screen, which gets used to great effect for like when a piano eats one girl. There's kind of weird sexy stuff in there where Gorgeous is in, the mandatory hot steam, hot bath scene. But there's also later, it's just there's, all the girls have kind of very kind of prototypical or kind of fantasy like names. Like there's Gorgeous, there's Fantasy, there's Mac, who is always eating and indeed seems to have, is the first to get eaten, and is a floating head in a kind of weird green screen. But it's really propulsive. It just goes along, and you're just like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? But it keeps on carrying you along. Um, it makes you think. It makes me think about exactly how conservative how we're based very much on a realist model, for faux realist model of making the illusion of reality, in movies, whereas this one just throws that out the window in this weird kind of artistic melange of stuff. Apparently, the director was inspired by getting told he wanted to make kind of a movie like Jaws, but went to his young daughter, who kind of came up with all these kind of weird ideas and phobias and of a house that's going to eat girls, and no director would direct it because it feared that would end their career. So he finally got to be able to direct it. He's a very cute. He did commercials, which I think you can really shows, and all the striking kind of commercial like imagery that gets in here. But instead of being someone like, Michael Bay or Zack Snyder, you get somebody who's really just kind of bizarre, hallucinogenic, but just kind of oddly kind of sexual, violent, Oedipal, I guess, in that kind of way. Just, yeah, great. I'm so glad I watched it. On yet again another TCM movie. This one probably recorded over all the Halloween stuff. All right, I will leave it there. I have been Jay. More videos later.